Hello, class, and welcome to our second lecture series on Management Essential. And I'm your instructor, Dr. Jamal. So, today our discussion is all about making decisions. So, in last lecture, we talked about managers in the workplace and we talked about different stuff, right? So, today we talk about how you make decisions. So in this class, we will be able to answer these following learning objective. So those who are watching online, so please pause the video and read it by yourself. So we would be talking about decision-making process, 5 approaches, decision-making styles, biases, and cutting-edge approaches because nowadays we have a new issues to discuss like AI, big data. So we'll talk about in our last learning objective. So to begin with, be a better decision maker. So not only as a manager, when you are doing some management, you need to be a good decision maker in your personal life, in your career, in your personal life as well. You need to be a better decision maker. All right. So what do we mean by decision? So decision means a choice among two or more alternative. All right. So as a manager, managers on all level needs decision making, right? So decision making process, it starts from problem. First you need to know that, okay, what is the problem, right? And then we define some criteria, weights, alternatives, analyze, selecting the alternatives and implementing the alternatives, and then finding out whether we chose the right alternative or not. So let's just share some more light on this decision making process. The first step was identify the problem. And this is the crucial step because most managers or the low level staff or those who are unaware of this decision making process, they are able to find out symptoms, not the problem. For example, your sales are dropping. Is this a problem or a symptom? Guys, I need your participation. Is this a symptom or a problem?
Symptom.
It's a symptom. Well done, Drew. Because it depends on many number of factors. For example, production. For example, the marketing department, HR department, finance department. Maybe the production department will say that, okay, we produce enough, but they are blaming the marketing department. They are not able to sell what we produce. So that's our sales are decreased. Or maybe the marketing department gonna blame the production function and they'll say that, look, we booked a tons of orders, but this department didn't fulfill the order. And maybe both are blaming the HR department, those who hired some inefficient people. All right. And maybe all three departments are going to blame finance department. They'll say that no, because finances were not there. Financial, crunch was there. When we need this payment on that day, we didn't receive anyone. So there are loopholes and we delayed our production. We delayed the salaries. We delayed the orders, and this causes our order cancellation. Our sales are down. So merely sales are decreasing is not a problem, right? So let's take the book example, and this book example says Amanda is a sales manager whose reps, sales representatives need new laptops. So what would be the ideal decision making process? So let's talk about that. Identify decision criteria. So in case of Amanda, who needs to distribute or who need to buy laptops for their sales representatives, so what would be the criteria? Amanda decide that memory and storage capacity, display quality, battery life, warranty, carrying weight are the relevant criteria in her decisions because they are sales representative. They need to carry those laptops. It should be lightweight. Memory should be awesome. storage capability is huge, it's durable because you are carrying this one, and also battery efficient, plus warranty as well because they need to go out and a lot of people are, this device is passing through a lot of people. So if something happens, so we must have warranty as well. So that is your criteria. First, you need to identify the problem. And then when you identify the problem, okay, this we need to give them, and then decision criteria. So what is decision criteria? That on the basis of different quality aspects, warranty aspects, durability aspects, storage aspects, right? Now the third step is allocate weights. So what you like the most, give them most weightage. For example, here, so the weighted criteria for Amanda's computer are here. So they think the memory and storage is the foremost one. So they gave it 10. You can identify any number. So out of 10, how much is 10 here? 8, 6, 4, 3. So that would be your weight. So you are going to give weightage on the basis of these criteria. Identification of the problem, criteria, and then giving weights to the criteria. Now the fourth one is develop alternative. So how many different types of laptops are there who fulfills our these criteria? So there are different brands, right? So we have Acer, we have Apple MacBook, we have Dell XPS, Lenovo ThinkPad, Lenovo Yoga, Microsoft Surface Book, and then we have Razer Blade Stealth, right? Out of memory storage, 10 marks, how much you give to the each brand? So out of 10, you see, you are giving different stuff here. You see, Razer Blade Stealth not good at memory and storage. Acer is good. Microsoft Surface is good. All are in between, right? Apple MacBook 8. So similarly, the other criteria, battery life, you see, the good one is Razer Stealth Blade. So out of 10, you are giving the marks. Carrying value, carrying weight, you give the marks here. Warranty, you are giving the marks out of 10. Display unit, you are giving the marks here. Now, what will be the next one? The next step going to be analyze alternatives, select the alternative 6th one. So how you are going to analyze it? Multiply it with the weight. The weight was for memory 10, for battery life here. For battery life it's 8, carrying weight 6, warranty 4, and display quality 3. So just multiply the answers with their respective weight. So where this 24 is coming from, 3 into 8. So here is 10, 8, and then you just need to multiply all these, and then you have a total here. Guess what? Simple criteria. Highest value, look at the highest value here, 249. Choose the alternative, 6-1. So the seventh step would be implement the alternative. What will be that? Purchase Surface Book, because it's gonna give you highest weightage, highest marks on the basis of your criteria. So your criteria based on 5 things, right? And implement the alternative. So convey the decision to those affected and get their commitment to it as well. All right. So then you convey the this alternative. Okay, purchase. Everybody purchase, or you go. You recommend it to the HR. Okay, or the finance department. Please buy this much quantity of this Microsoft Surface. Okay. So evaluate the alternatives or outcome of the decision to see if the problem was solved. If not, then there is a loop. Go to step 1, identification of the problem, criteria, give weight to the criteria, finding out the you know, weightage, multiply the weightage with the total number, and then select the alternative, implement the alternatives, and then the last step is going to be evaluate. So there is a logical step. All right. So this logical step is also called rationality. We'll see this concept in our coming slides as well. It's going to be repeated. It's okay. So are we clear about the decision making process, everyone?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's just talk about now decisions managers may make regarding planning and organizing. So when managers are planning, so what kind of decisions they are taking? Remember, each managerial role involved decision making. Do you see here? What are the long-term goals because they are planning? What strategies would be to achieve those objectives, those long-term goals, and then you divide the long-term goal into short-term goals, and then you find out how difficult would be to achieve a single goal, because when you achieve a single goal, then you are one step more closer to achieving the overall goal. When you are organizing, like who reports to whom, it is a decision making. All right. Similarly, in leading and controlling part, you must make decisions. So recall our discussion from our first lecture. What are the four functions of management? Number one, planning, planning, organizing, leading, controlling. And each function has decision making. So managers are either working in planning department, either working in organizing department, either managers are managerial roles are either for planning, either for organizing, either for leading, or either for controlling. But all these four, they have the role